Am I the a-hole because I told my fiancé that her academic/work-related disappointments are a product of her own choices? I, 29M, have been with my fiancé, 29F, for around 15 years. We are pretty much inseparable in every aspect, except for when it comes to academic dedication and career planning/development. I grew up poor. So, my only goal growing up was to have financial security. This naturally led to me always being hungry for academic achievements. My fiancé's family did not have any financial troubles. She was always a partygoer, so she never wanted to utilize her potential. She always said that your whole life is not about studying, you should have fun while you're young. And I really try to match up that lifestyle. We'd spend days doing stuff together, doing whatever she felt like doing. This, as exhaustive as it was, I was running on less than 4 hours of sleep, kept her happy, and I was having fun with her, so I didn't mind. There'd come a time where I'd decline going out or doing stuff for prolonged amounts of time, usually while crushing deadlines were quickly approaching and I was becoming overwhelmed, and she'd get irritated. I even tried to arrange study dates, but that failed miserably, because she'd always do the bare minimum and then move on, which was considerably faster than what I was able to do. This became an everyday reason to fight. I've completed all my degrees, including masters, with the highest distinction, have landed a high-paying job, and I mainly work from home. You can say that I achieved my goal, and it took a lot of crying to get here, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. She, on the other hand, never got accepted for masters, graduated late, did not get to work in her own field, and struggles to make ends meet on her own to cover her own half of the bills. I've been trying to be comforting, offer her solutions, and reassure her that I don't mind covering up for us, because I truly love her, and I know she'd do the same for me. For the past couple of weeks, she has been blaming everyone for the impasse she has hit. Her teachers for her bad grades, employers for requiring prior relevant work experience, which she has none, her friends for tempting her to go out, her parents for not giving her their will/sustaining her, they are both like mid-50s, and me for not pressuring her to study enough. I usually shrug it off, understand that she is just frustrated and disappointed, and try to be a good boyfriend for her. Lately, she is also nagging me for not spending time with her. We spend every day afternoon together after my shift. So, in the culmination of a series of intense discussions, I told her that she is the sole person responsible for her current situation, and that she wasted her potential and ultimately rendered herself below average, now facing the consequences. She called me an a-hole and left the house. It's been eating me away since. Am I the a-hole? Update. Hi all, I took your feedback in, understood that my phrasing was largely misguided, and stood my ground more firmly against my fiancé's accusations while maintaining empathy to the best of my ability. I want to clarify that my previous post wasn't meant to judge others' journey, and I don't criticize anyone based on their academic success. It was specific to the situation presented, and my phrasing was evidently poorly chosen. My mistakenly more abruptly phrased point was that she could have made it in college, but didn't wish to, and while that's okay and completely up to her, she shouldn't blame others for how her career has advanced. I finally contacted my fiancé and asked her to meet me so we could talk. Apparently, both her parents and her sister took my side on the matter, important for later. She had fled her parents' house and was living with a friend. I told her I love her and explained how I didn't mean to imply that she squandered her potential irreversibly, and told her that I believe we can fix things if we work together. I apologized for my ill-tasted comment, and I repeatedly told her that my point was never to demean or disdain her, and that I do not consider her to be below me. I tried to explain that none of us obstructed her journey to success, and that we do not bear accountability for her academic path, but we are all here to support her. I encouraged her to try whatever she thinks is best right now, and promised that I'd support her, emotionally and financially, so she can make any dream of hers happen and we can finally move on. I expected to meet in the middle ground, acknowledge our respective mistakes and work together to grow our relationship. But I was met with silence at first, a chuckle, and then she told me that I patronize her for offering to cover her bills, followed by her explaining that my support is a way to make myself feel better about my accomplishments, as if, and I quote, "I can't make it on my effing own." She concluded that I was trying to manipulate the situation by acting like the good guy, and that in reality her current situation, professional and with her parents, is my doing. Now, some commenters from the previous post mentioned the above narrative, so I was very conflicted on how to answer the above in a non-condescending way and wanted to respect her feelings. The best thing I could think of was recommending couples therapy, as per your recommendation, which she declined, saying that throwing more money away won't make up for the emotional neglect. I couldn't answer here, mainly because I was on the verge of crying. After a few minutes of silence, I suggested ending the relationship and she instantly agreed. Thank you all for your comments, they certainly added to me seeing things more spherically, and made me a better person than before. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to share your story in the next video, comment on this one and I'll make it happen.